Good afternoon, good morning. This is Mark Johnson, CEO of Loyalty360. Welcome you to another Loyalty360 Thought Leadership and Loyalty series. We have the privilege of speaking with leaders in customer channel and brand loyalty about the technology and process and trends that are impacting a brand's ability to drive unique experiences and, most importantly, customer loyalty. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Melissa West. Melissa is the Director of Product Solutions for the Marketing Cloud Services Group at Pdi Software. Melissa, how are you today?
Good, Mark. How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us today.
Sure.
Can you give us a little introduction to PDI, what you do, how you do it, industries you work for, and then also would love to know a little bit about your role at PDI.
Sure, absolutely. So Professional Data Solutions, or our long name, PDI, the short name, is an enterprise software company for the downstream petroleum industry. So we really divide our market into three segments. We have convenience retail, wholesale petroleum, then we also have logistics. So really from kind of the rack to the nozzle, we're building and assembling solutions that help our customers grow top-line revenue, streamline their operations, and really like throughout the whole value chain, unify their business. So PDI has been in business for about 35 years, 1,500 customers, over 200,000 locations globally.
Wow.
And so we've got customers, and I think globally is really kind of newer for us, but we are certainly setting our sights on becoming a more global company. So we've got all of those different customers using a variety of our solutions. So we have ERP, fuel pricing, logistics, and then marketing cloud solutions.
Okay, great.
And so I work for the marketing cloud solutions side of the business. And so what we do is we really, we design and operate marketing programs. So we own and operate the fuel rewards program. You may have heard of it.
Absolutely.
It's really, I would say, It's I would say it's the industry leading fuel savings and coalition program right now out there. So we at Marketing Cloud Solutions, we really have this kind of robust marketing platform, enterprise cloud-based platform. And we've got, you know, in the marketing cloud sector, 20 years of experience in convenience store loyalty. Okay. And so we kind of pair all that with our various marketing solutions to deliver, you know, what we would consider to be outcome-based loyalty programs.
That's awesome.
And so, and we have, you know, there's this really diverse set of customers that we serve. So we have, you know, things like major oil companies, and we've got these large unbranded retail chains, mid-sized chains, all the way down to these single store operators. And so based off of the different customers and what we're doing for them, we provide, you know, a variety of solutions from our cloud-based loyalty hosts. We do design and host mobile apps, white label mobile apps, custom mobile apps. And then I would say we have a pretty robust CRM system that we use our customer engagement tool for. And then lastly, and I'd say something we've really been investing in is, I would call it unmatched data, insights and analytics. And so, you know, we use all those things to host loyalty programs on behalf of our customers.
Can you talk to us about how you define customer loyalty, what customer loyalty means to you and to PDI? One of the things we love to do at Loyalty360 is understand how people define different trends, processes. I think it helps us understand them a little better. So we'd love to know how you define customer loyalty. And also, do you think that definition has changed a little bit over the last 18 months? And if so, how?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So I think at Marketing Cloud Solutions, we define loyalty a little bit differently than other people within our industry. And I think we have a lot of people that come to us and, you know, the big buzzword, I need loyalty, I need a loyalty program. And so at Marketing Cloud Solutions, we would really say loyalty isn't a program, it's really an outcome. And what all these people are seeking is really to create consumer behavior change. And so ultimately what they want is they want their customers to shop more often. They want them to buy different things, and they want them to shop at their locations versus their competitors consistently. Right. And so really to get that outcome that they're all seeking, they need thoughtful program design, clear, concise programs, and then they need to be able to layer data on top of that and use that to effectively and profitably change consumer behavior. And so I think a lot of programs out there and a lot of ways that people think about loyalty is there's all these different layers and features that go into a loyalty program, and those don't always generate this outcome that they seek, right? So to say it succinctly, Marketing Cloud Solutions, we believe that loyalty is about profitably changing consumer behavior.
Excellent.
And yeah. And I would say too, has it changed over the last 18 months? I would say absolutely not. I think it's really the fundamental aspect of marketing to consumers. And so I think, if anything, utilizing data to impact consumer behavior is more important, right? I think from a marketing community, we are getting more capable of being able to use data to create that change. And I think we have consumers that are more aware of the data they're giving up. And because of that, they really have more awareness and an expectation to deliver them information to use their data for these, relevant experiences, offers, and messages. And so I think, even with COVID, right, even before COVID, I think that was important. But now I would say, our customers really need to double down on shopper retention. And in order to do that, they really need to have that data and use it to kind of quickly react to consumers' changing preferences and behaviors, and serve them up all sorts of relevant content.
That's awesome. What's the biggest challenge you see right now for customer loyalty, customer experience? Obviously, a lot of disruption with COVID-19 and some of the other challenges. People are looking for more personalization, more personalized offers, zero-party data. What are you seeing as the biggest challenge and/or opportunity for marketers during this time?
Yeah, so I think I talked a little bit about it in my last answer, but it's really the biggest challenge is around this growing consumer demand to be served these really personalized and relevant experiences. And so I think it's really the intolerance of generic offers and messages. I think before people would just ignore it, but now they've become very intolerant of that. So I think that combined with this desire to have this really seamless digital experience. We know the average convenience store shopper has, 6+ loyalty programs. So the only way to resonate with these members is to be able to quickly understand their preferences and really action on that. And I think in general, data is really hard. It's a big investment to do it well and to get it right. And I think in the convenience store industry, for example, we have all these really disparate data systems from the back office, fuel pricing, loyalty, promotional data. And so it's tough to get that all together so that you can really form good, solid picture of what your consumers are looking for, and then, deliver things on top of that. And I think if you can do that, you kind of hit that ROI growth over the long haul. But I also think the digital experience piece is a big part of it, right? Like we talk a lot about the digitizing the storefront at Marketing Cloud Solutions. So that's, obviously taking that physical experience and delivering it digitally for things like mobile payment, cashierless checkout, mobile ordering, but doing it in a way that feels really, really relevant and personal to each customer.
Okay, great. What are your loyalty clients asking you now for with regard to some of the things they're seeing disruption? Obviously, fuel's been impacted, legacy systems, people looking at acquisition in this industry. What are your clients asking you for right now?
I think one of the biggest concerns our customers have is all around technology, right? So I think that was before a huge piece. We do a customer survey every year. Last year, 55% of our retailers said, hey, we're concerned about technology. We're not really sure about the fast pace of it and the investments of it. And I think especially with COVID, there's this pressure on our customers to meet these really quick changing demands that are things like, mobile ordering, curbside pickup, being able to match the speeds at which consumers are adapting. And so there's a lot of concern from our customers around how do they meet the technology demands that are coming through. And so they're asking us on, hey, how do we adapt to that. And I know you mentioned fuel, right? So, I mean, fuel margins are really slim, and we have slim margins, volumes down, and they're being asked to invest in technology. And so they're really coming to us and asking us for one, thought leadership. Do we think this is a trend, this digitizing the storefront? Do we think this is a trend we should invest in? So I think that's the first piece. And the next piece is, how can we do it in a way that's streamlined operationally? So I think those are the two big pieces that they're looking for from us right now.
Okay, excellent. Real quick in that front, you talk about some of the challenges of the technology you have, and most people may or may not know, most large fuel entities are kind of usually amalgamated via acquisition, correct? How do you address some of the different? Some can be running Wayne, some can be running Gilbarco, some can be running different fuel pumps, internal, external. How do you help kind of consolidate that PII information in a way that can make it manageable for the brands?
Yeah, I mean, I think in terms of really fragmented technology from all the different POS types, right? We have a layer called Rise that helps us take all the data in and kind of work with all these different interfaces. And so I think that's the first thing we have, is we've got the technology platform that allows us to ingest everything. And then I think the other piece in terms of consuming all the data, it's something we've really been investing in. We actually acquired a company called Swift IQ out of Chicago a few months back, now call them Insights Cloud. And so what we're really working on is getting all of that data into one space for them. And so not only are we consolidating all the technology hurdles, but then all the data hurdles together. And so, if we can help them do those two things, we think that we're really streamlining their total operations. That's
awesome. Okay. When you look at this rapid pace of change and uncertainty, how are you dealing with that at PDI? And also, more importantly, how are you helping your clients deal with this, address that?
Yeah, so I think, fortunately, this rapid pace of change really aligns with PDI's holistic strategy, right? So the past several years, PDI has been investing organically and through a lot of acquisition in our long-term strategy to provide customers these integrated solutions across the supply chain. So this is enabling PDI customers to realize a few things, right? The first is cost savings. Being able to work with one company versus several. They are seeing some cost savings. It improves interoperability. And I think that's one of the most complex aspects of our business. And so because PDI is marching towards all of these integrations, integrating back office with loyalty, integrating, bringing in fuel pricing. And so because we're doing that, our customers are already in a better place to adapt to these trends just by using our solutions. So I think in that same vein, I talked about it a little bit before, but it's that data and insights piece of getting all the data together, which at the end of the day is helping them to react to all these changing needs, right? So we're putting them in a position where they can quickly action off of fuel pricing strategies, off of price book pieces, and then also deciding not only what their loyalty program strategy should be, but if they're non-loyal, if their promotional strategies are working together. So when they're using our full suite, we're giving them the opportunity to really just streamline their whole business.
That's awesome. The next question we have is, we usually call it our Cmo Challenge Question. It really looks at holistically any challenges or kind of insight you would like to know. So the question is, if you could ask a competitor or a brand or even a customer one question about customer loyalty or customer experience, what would that question be?
I like this one. So I would say I've always been enamored by one of my favorite brands from college, right, up in the Northeast, Dunkin' Donuts. And for anyone who's from the Northeast, they know the strength of that brand. And so I kind of lost connection with them over the past few years, not as many Dunkin' Donuts in Virginia, but we recently partnered with them for our Fuel Rewards Coalition program. And I've been digging back into them. And I think that they have built this really solid platform around digitizing the storefront and really creating a digital customer experience. So I think they've done it well, and I think they've done it quickly. And so I would really just want to know what changes they've seen and how their customers view the brand, and then really the changes that they're seeing and how customers are interacting with the brand now that they have this really solid digital storefront, because it's something that we're working hard on at PDI.
Okay, great. And the last question we have today is, what is the next big thing in customer loyalty or customer experience, in your opinion?
Yeah, so, I don't think it's new, but I certainly think it's the next big thing. And I think it's all around increased personalization, right? So I've talked a lot about it already today, but it's really around, from relevant offers and messages to the digital experiences, transitioning brands from brick and mortar locations and really to this digital experience. It's no longer enough to have a transactional loyalty program. And I think most loyalty programs today are still that, they're transactional. So those brands, those retailers, those who can really truly create a personalized experience will drive that sought after, profitable consumer behavior change that we're seeking. And so again, not necessarily a new concept, but for anyone that can do this consistently, that'll be the big thing.
That's awesome. Well, I think very insightful, good learning on my part for sure. So thank you, Melissa, for taking the time to talk to us today. It's always great to hear what PDI is working on, and look forward to talking to you later this year, throughout the year, about any upcoming innovations you guys may have. And again, thank you very much for taking the time to share that with me and with our audience.
Great. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. That was fun.
Absolutely. Thanks.